like a fomatic, built for tragedy, made for static. It's your boy, Perfect Time Podcast, back with the blast, in and out with a dash. 2025 won't last, so let's get this done in the real fast. How's everybody doing? It's morning time. How's everybody doing this morning? It's morning time. Golden brown. Golden brown. Golden brown. Oh, let me turn myself up. All the way up. How's everybody doing? All the way up. I'm all the way up. All the way up. Nothing can stop us. We all the way up. We got to go to the city. We didn't went to the house. Ooh, everybody catching up kind of late, man. Oh, they catching up late. I'm hearing all type of news. Big, beautiful bill. Big, beautiful bill. What do you mean, big bill? I'm already on every time I get on my topics. Y'all be on my topics so late to the game. Late. Just like the Democrat. The Democrats is complaining. Oh, it was 1 o'clock in the morning. Trump put the bill in at 1 o'clock. Get the fuck out of it. And we had two. I'd be at 2 minutes. I don't even think it matters. I don't even think, not for me. I'm sure it matters. I'm sure it matters. But for black content creators, I don't know how much it matters. What is that on my title? What is that on my title? Let me get that edited out of there. What is that on my title? I'm telling you, boy, when you dyslexic and you got a keyboard, it just be popping up all type of stuff, man. When you dyslexic with a keyboard, man, all type of stuff just be popping up on your stuff, man. Like I be like, did I type that? I know I didn't type that, but when you dyslexic, your hand do things. The communication from your hand to your mind, like when you writing, is very complicated. You know what I'm saying? So it'd be like my mind be faster than my hand, or my hand be slower than my mind. You know what I'm saying? However you want to say it, but I swear sometimes there'd be a part of a sentence and I do not recall writing it, but it had to be in my brain. That's pretty deep. Remember we talked about ESP. Think about dyslexic people. When we talk about like mental telepathy and things like that, a lot of times when dyslexic people, I have to telegraph what I'm writing. So it's almost like I'm going into the future, or I have to go into the past, because again, my mind is moving faster than I can write. So how is that possible? How is my mind ahead of my motor functions? And then I have to catch up to my mind. And sometimes I miss it. I honestly, I miss it. I'm writing a sentence and it's in my head, and I have this whole thought in my head, but my pen can't keep up with my thought. How are my thoughts moving faster? It's like my thoughts are in the future. So it's like every time I get a couple people watching, I get shot down. What's up with who is that? Perry Hussey. Everybody is an ump nowadays, man. Every time I get some people watching, man, it just be like, but the thing is about the vertical live, when I flip through the vertical live, it be some cap ass shit. I seen somebody with a toilet around their neck. I seen somebody doing hella stupid ass shit. It's almost like that time with TikTok. So YouTube wanted the vertical live. I be watching, like today at 1 o'clock, they got a YouTube content creator meeting, and the YouTube do a vertical live, do it. But the vertical live has become our TikTok. Remember the TikTok bitch? Oh, pop. She would do the little thing with her hairdresser thing, and then the bitch, she like a NPC. She like, thank you. I got a cash app too. Donate, motherfuckers. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Donate, donate, donate. Poppy, poppy, pop. That's what the fuck YouTube has become. Because if you scroll through the vertical line, it's stupid shit like that bitch that used to be on TikTok. Pop it, pop it, pop it. Thank you very much. Very good. Some ghetto ass black bitch doing a face Juku voice. And then she, when I say ghetto black, I mean the epitome of some ghetto ass shit. Because she got a son not in school, not being educated or not being nothing what's the word, enriched at all. The little bad motherfuckers in the background causing trouble to where the bitch gotta complain. And then the bitch come out of character, shut the fuck up, sit the fuck down, and then she go right back into character. Pop it, hello, man, that's what YouTube has become. That's what YouTube has become. That's bullshit. But you know what though? Hey, you know what I like about today? My thumbnail. I love my thumbnail because what I've been noticing is that, number one, the Democrats, I say every day they should have to work harder to trick you, but they don't have to. They don't have to work hard because you're stupid motherfuckers, right? The Democrats are saying, oh, they surprised us. The Democrats have I'm a YouTuber. If I knew about the big, beautiful bill, how come the Democrats? This is your motherfucking job, bro. It's your motherfucking job. You in the you get, man, this shit been in reconciliation for weeks. How long had it been in the committee? So you telling me you never saw the bill in reconciliation, never saw the bill in committee? I did my YouTube video with the bill passing out of committee. It hadn't even been passed out. But what I said to my audience, it's imperative that the bill passes. Because if you can weave through all the propaganda, we got to have something to run on in the midterms. See, they trying to scare conservatives and Republicans, supporters of the big, beautiful bill, supporters of Trump, about this bill, about with the Medicaid and the Medicare cuts. But they're focusing on the wrong things because we all knew going back to goddamn Bill Clinton. We know for how long that Medicaid and Medicare had got too big. We've been knowing this. And then the baby boomers, this is why my show is about intellectuals, intelligence, and the stupid motherfuckers could kiss off. The trolls could kiss off because they're not intellectual. We been knew we been knew the Department of Education was bloated. We been knew Medicaid was bloated. We been knew Medicare was bloated. We been knew we had cuts. Obamacare was supposed to deal with, because Obama even said, well, how are we going to pay for this? How are we going to give everybody universal health care? Well, Obama even recognized, the Democrats recognized that Medicare and Medicaid was bloated. So nothing had been done about it. But all of a sudden, they want to make people scared about the fact that we needed to trim fat off of Medicaid and Medicare because they have been siphoning. Why is medication $246,000? Huh? Why is I'm not saying hi to you, pussy. High user on my channel. Everybody know Medicaid and Medicare had been bloated. Going back to why Obamacare was created. See, part of the things, the problems was wrong with Obamacare is that we never reined in costs. We pay more than anybody in the whole country. We pay $1,000 a pill. They pay $2 a pill. And that has to do with the fact that Medicaid and Medicare is bloated, just like the college system is bloated. How can you listen to somebody say, hey, college used to be free? My neighbors, I'm old, somebody called me Unc. My neighbor's older than me. College was 5 cents for them. When did college start costing money? College started costing money when the feds got into it. And then the private sector started taking money. That's the same thing the hospital. You used to go to the hospital for free. But when the feds, they start charging more and taking all of this money because they thought it was free money. It's not free money. So we been knew all of these things were bloated. I mean, think about what I said about the Harvard, and this is so awesome with the big, beautiful bill. So the big, beautiful bill made it out of committee. We were first. We was first. We was robbed. Hey, y'all see my shorts? Man, my shorts doing good. Thank you for everybody be watching the shorts. Go ahead and comment, man. Go ahead and comment, hit the like button, man. If you like the shorts, man, don't. Go ahead and comment, man. The shorts been doing good, man. And I love how we be ahead of the game. But this is how YouTube works, because YouTubers got to be ahead of the game, man. We got to be ahead of the game, because how else is we going to get people to watch? It's so difficult to get people to watch, and especially when you got to compete against bots and AI. The AI is so powerful. You know what I'm saying? The AI is more powerful than let me get this other motherfucker out of here. And you can't even. There's so many motherfuckers, man. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. The AI is so powerful, man. I'm telling you. So the reason I put Diddy and Cudi in the love triangle next to Trump is because I wanted to highlight what the Democrats have been saying this morning. The Democrats have been saying they didn't know about the bill. Now, does anybody really know about politics? There's so many black people be on YouTube. Black man, I'm a conservative. I know about, you don't know shit about shit, bro. Do you know why the Democrats are lying about and trying to create this image or facade that they had no knowledge of it's called imagine somebody said they don't know about a big beautiful bill, like you didn't know I had a big dick, bitch. I had on gray sweats when you met me. You know what I'm saying? So you didn't know it was big. You know what I'm saying? I call it the big beautiful bill. How can Democrats? Come on, man. It's hilarious. The Democrats play in your face. It's hilarious, man. It's hilarious. So, does anybody know politics? If you know politics, you might know and understand why are the Democrats saying that they had no idea? Number one, they surprised it passed the House. Almost every Republican voted for it. The Republicans understand if we don't pass this bill, Biden didn't have no signature legislation. Trump is a lame duck. He can't run again in 2028. How do we have another Republican president? We got to do a lot of work in these 4 years to give the American people a reason to keep it going. That's why the tax credits expire. Everything Trump promised is in the bill. Remember, Trump promised, we're going to go over it. Hold on. We're going to go over it. 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 Hit the like. Everybody coming in, hitting the like button, man. Thank you, man. Hit the like. I love it, man. I love it, man. Good morning, everybody. Everybody coming in, hitting the like button. Everybody watching the show, man. Shout out to all of y'all, man. Salute to you, man. Salute to you, man. Salute, salute. Everybody coming in, liking the show. I appreciate it. So what are we discussing right now? We are discussing the big, beautiful bill getting out of committee, passing the House, on the way to the Senate. Signature legislation. Biden not passing any signature legislation. This is really why Kamala Harris lost, because she didn't have anything to run on. They didn't do anything on the border. They didn't do anything on the police reform. They didn't have any signature legislation for Kamala to run on, or even Biden. That's why Biden didn't do well in the first debate. If you forgot, Biden lost the first debate, right? They didn't have any signature legislation. So what I said is the midterms. So what they're trying to do is scare Republican voters that, and Republican people that's actually politicians, that, hey, you may lose your seat in the House based on these Medicare and Medicaid cuts if they're able to frame the narrative. But I argue that you already was going to lose your seat if you didn't have any signature legislation. At least if you pass the bill, you have something to stump and you have something to go out and campaign on. The fact that we passed the big, beautiful bill, and you can call the Democrats idiots and liars for trying to say to the American people, so why are the Democrats lying about the big, beautiful? That's why I laugh. Trump named it the big, beautiful bill. How you don't know about the big? It's called the big, beautiful bill. It's not called the small, quiet, hiding bill. It's the one big, not a matter of fact, it's called the one big, beautiful bill. And you didn't know about it. That means you don't deserve your job. So good Republicans, good conservatives, when you pass the bill, that's how you run on this bill. Don't listen to none of the bullshit that the Democrats say. Oh, we didn't know. Because the Democrats are going to lie and try to apologize to the constituents about the cuts when the cuts don't really hurt them. The Democrats are going to say, I didn't know. You didn't know about what? You didn't know about the one thing, your job? Fuck, throw the whole Democrat Party away. You didn't know about the one thing? That's the one thing that your job is, and it's one bill. Imagine being a Democrat in the House and explaining to your constituents that you didn't know about the one big, beautiful bill. It's laughable because you only had one job. You only had one job. And it's only one bill. You had one job, one bill, and it's a big, beautiful bill, and you didn't know about it? You didn't know enough about it to fight for me? Bullshit. But don't listen to them. I said they should have to work harder to lie to you. They just come up with fantastical bullshit. It's one bill. Your job is to pass legislation. It's only a bill. It's only a bill sitting on Capitol Hill. How the hell are you going to be a Democrat in the House of Representatives and you don't know? And your excuse this morning, when the bill passes the House, is we didn't know about it. Woo! If you're a Democrat, you deserve every motherfucking thing you get. If you're a Democrat, you deserve that stupid ass shit. So many people be, I know you don't like Trump. I know you don't like but you like the Democrats and they lie and the fucking idiots don't do their fucking job. And you troll me about supporting Trump? How can you troll me about supporting Trump when these motherfuckers had one job? You sent them to the House. You voted for them to be congressmen. You sent them to the House, and these motherfuckers don't know about the one big, beautiful bill. I could see if it was hiding. Don't creep up on me like that. I can hear you walking.
Oh, I was just saying hi.
Hi, don't do that. Because I don't know who's in the motherfucking house. You don't say, hey, daddy.
Yeah, I know you're alive, so I don't know.
Okay, don't creep up then.
I'm sorry, baby. Okay.
Don't do that. One big, beautiful bill. Shit. You have one job. You have one job. They're going to sit here all morning. All morning, that's what they saying. We didn't know. They had a meeting at 1. I don't give a fuck if the meeting was at 3 o'clock in the morning. They're going to say they didn't know. That's insulting. It's not like saying, I'm a barber, I work at the barber shop, and I didn't know about the one big, beautiful bill. You understand what I'm saying? That's unacceptable. Because it's your job to know about the one big, beautiful bill. And if you claim to be a Democrat and you're adverse to anything in it, why hadn't Jasmine Crockett been talking about this? You hear Jasmine Crockett having these personal back and forths, right? Instead of doing her fucking job. I mean, and everybody wants to champion Jasmine fucking Crockett. Everybody wants to champion Jasmine fucking. How the fuck can you champion Jasmine Crockett now? I want to hear from Jasmine Crockett because the bill already passed the House. So what the fuck is her excuse? What the fuck is her excuse? She been talking all this shit. Jasmine Crockett been talking all this shit, having fights with Marjorie Taylor Greene, having fights with Pam Bondi, but her job was this, right? I'm for the big, beautiful bill. I want no taxes on tips. I want a tax break if you buy American cars. I want Donald Trump to come through on all of his campaign promises. And I'm educating my audience on the fact that the tax break on tips is only till 2028. So if you don't vote Republican again in 2028, then your tips go back to being taxed. Then you don't get that tax credit on buying American cars. So all of the promises that Donald Trump made, because they said he wouldn't do it. And then he given a tax credit to seniors to offset because he promised Social Security taxes. So he's giving a tax. But when they explain the tax cuts, they don't, they're trying. And I'm going to play a video from the Democrats explaining the tax cuts, and you're going to see him fumble over his words. And you know what I noticed? It's difficult for him to describe the tax cuts in a bad light. That's why he fumbled over his word. He's finding it difficult to describe the tax cuts in a bad light and Donald Trump fulfilling campaign promises. It's almost laughable. The Democrats are saying that they don't know what happened, that they don't know about the reconciliation process, that it being in committee, that they don't know about the one thing they got paid to know about, the one big, beautiful bill. That's laughable. It's almost, it should be an insult to their constituents that they claim that they didn't know about it. Oh, well, the Democrats said they didn't know about it. But then again, they're trying to frame it as if Donald Trump did not keep his camp. We're only 100 days into the first year of a 4-year presidency, and we're already getting the biggest legislation that we didn't see in 10 years because of the Democrats. Because of the Democrats, we haven't seen any existential changes like this in government, and it's only been 100 days. Can you imagine what if we would have had Donald Trump for the entire 8 years straight? Thank God Donald Trump stayed healthy and we got him back in office, because in 100 days, this is what we get. If we keep praying and keep believing in our president, in our country, what could we get? What could Americans benefit in 4 years of a productive president? Not a president, not Sleepy Joe. Nothing against Joe Biden, but Joe Biden didn't do in 4 years what Donald Trump has done in 100 days. So isn't it, as American citizens, we should be happy. We should be ecstatic that we have a productive president who's going to work every day. Donald Trump is working as the president every day. Now, you may not be happy with what he is doing, but that's what's wrong with America right now, is that we lost the appreciation for work and being productive, and we gave all of our work and productivity to outsiders, and now we don't appreciate work, and we don't know how to judge a man based on his work and his productivity. We look at Biden for what he says, but we can't point to anything Biden did. Biden got lost on stage. Biden fell asleep. Biden was not productive, and to this day, everyone is asking, well, if Biden was asleep, who was making all the decisions? That's a valid question. But what you cannot ask today is that who is doing it for Trump? Trump just had a meeting with the South African president. He had the richest man in South Africa in the room, a British or Dutch white man. Trump. So as we talk about the big, beautiful bill, I'm not even up to speed on everything, because the big, beautiful bill was yesterday. The big, beautiful bill passed today, but today Trump is also at work and having a meeting with South African president. And you know what that white billionaire said? There is no white genocide in South Africa. Trump didn't know that. Trump had been told that there was white genocide and that South African blacks were being mean to South African whites. Well, guess what happened today in the White House? We had both sides. We had the South African president, who happens to be a black man, and we had the richest man in South Africa, who happens to be a white man, working together in the White House together, working together with Trump. And you know what they said? We have a problem with crime. We need help with technology. We don't have a problem with racism. Maybe the whole world wants to make everything about race. But here it is, white South Africans, black South Africans in the room together, working together on common goals, because we're all humans, and God, we all have to live together. We all have to live together. So the big, beautiful bill passes the House, but that don't mean Trump goes on vacation for Memorial Day weekend. Trump is still working hard. I'm not going to talk about the other party, but I do want you to focus on, when they try to make you feel negatively about your president, how productive he is. But in order to do that, you need to focus on you, and you need to understand productivity and work is positive for you in your life. Why am I iterating these things? Because it comes up in the big, beautiful bill. It does come up about productivity and work. And so I have to champion a billionaire. I have to refocus you on a billionaire who's working. God, it's not enough. I cannot say it enough. Can I give you enough so you understand the importance of this? A billionaire, a senior citizen. How old is Trump? He's a billionaire. He's a senior citizen. Why do I emphasize those two things? Because he doesn't have to work. He doesn't have to work. He doesn't have to be this productive. But as a billionaire and as a 70-something-year-old man, he's more productive than you. So when everybody starts pissing on you and saying, oh, why does he have to increase work requirements? Remember that your president is a fucking billionaire and fucking 70-something years old, and he working hard. He working hard every fucking day. Every fucking day. So why the fuck can't you? So when they fucking piss on you, you fucking remind them, hey, he's a fucking billionaire. He could be on a fucking yacht. He had a Playboy fucking wife. He's a billionaire with a Playboy fucking wife. He don't have to be working so fucking hard. He don't have to be passing all these bills so fast. He don't have to do all these executive orders so fast. He don't have to do Doge so fast. He's a fucking billionaire with a Playboy wife. He could be chilling. You know what my son want to do when he come home from school? I said, what you want to do? He said, Daddy, I want to chillax. That's all he want to do is chillax. Why Donald Trump? Look at Miss Perfect Timing for the $2. Thank you to Mrs. Perfect Timing for the $2. Donald Trump just want to chillax. Why? He is working hard every day. At 70 years old and a billionaire, that says a lot. Because you're going to hear a lot this week about Medicaid and Medicare cuts and requirements requiring work. And we've lost, we've lost the respect and honor that goes along with that. And I believe that's why it's so easy to chalk up Trump, because we don't respect work and productivity. So we don't see a billionaire with a Playboy model who's working hard every day. We don't respect that. I respect that. I understand that as a black man who had to work hard for everything in America. I look at a billionaire who accomplished. You did it, Trump. Trump is a billionaire. If you get to $1 billion, you did it, bro. You won. Why would a billionaire who won the game, got a beautiful Playboy wife, want to work so hard? It must be he loves America. It must be he loves you. For everybody that tell you that Trump is trying to get you, do they understand what $1 billion is? For everybody that tells you Trump is a bad guy and Trump is trying to hurt you, do they know what $1 billion is? Do they know that Trump don't need your money? Trump, Barron, don't need to take no money from you? Do you know Barron has enough money? Trump's son, he don't never have to work. He don't never have to run for office. He don't never have to create legislation to get money from you, and he'll be fine. So whenever they try to scare you, just remind them, hey, Trump don't need my money. Trump doesn't need my taxes. No one ever talks about that. So why would somebody who don't need shit from you work so hard every day? They won't tell you that. Let's see if I can find something entertaining to share with you guys. Now, P. Diddy, Kid Cudi, I don't know how you say hi back. I don't know how you say hi back. P. Diddy, Kid Cudi testifying today. The reason I put P. Diddy in my thumbnail is that the Democrats are going to say to you that they weren't aware, because there was a meeting at 1 a.m. in the morning. They had a vote on the big, beautiful bill. But remember, I did a video just the other day touting the big, beautiful bill, what's in the big, beautiful bill, letting you know that it passed committee. I told you that it needed to pass the House because we need something to run on for the midterms, and we need a signature legislation for 2028 for the party, right? But the Democrats this morning say, oh, we didn't know about the one big, beautiful bill, but everybody knows about Diddy. Everybody knows Kid Cudi is testifying in the Diddy trial. So everybody knows about the Diddy case, who's testifying, but your Democratic representative who you voted and elected to go to Congress is not doing their job. I just wanted to remind people of the game that is being played in front of your face. Because while you're watching Diddy, while you're watching Cassie, real things are happening on a geopolitical scale. I just explained to you about the South African president. Do you remember South African farmers being in the news? And liberal media during the Democratic Joe Biden Democratic they were scaring you saying, hey, they're murdering white farmers in South Africa. That was during the Democratic regime. So when Trump gets in office, Trump is like, hey, we ain't having no murdering white Africans in South Africa. So Trump calls everybody to the White House. And you know what? The richest man in South Africa is a white man. And you know what he said? Trump, that was bullshit. The Democrats were trying to scare people. There is no white genocide in South Africa. You had the black South African president and the richest man in South Africa. They're both in the White House together. The Democrats are behind the ball. Why aren't Democrat representatives in the White House? If I'm a black Congress or senator and the Trump and my president is meeting with South African leadership, I want to be in that meeting. I'm calling my president. Hey, Mr. President, this is an awesome idea. I'm so proud and happy that you are meeting with the South African leadership in private sector. I want to be part of it. I want to be part of the future. I want to be part of action. I want to be part of positive change in the globe. Where are the Democrats when work is being done? The Democrats, Hakeem Jeffries, you should be fucking embarrassed. Hakeem Jeffries, why aren't you in the White House? Hakeem Jeffries, why aren't you shaking hands with the South African president? Hakeem Jeffries, supposed to be this black champion of the Democratic Party, Jasmine Crockett, supposed to be this black champion of the Democratic Party. Where are you on these issues of South African white genocide and the negative light that's been casted on black South Africans that is actually being dispelled by Trump today in the White House? Where are you, Democrats? Where they at? Who that? Where they at, man? This, they want you to focus on Diddy. They want you to focus on Cassie. But I'm telling you, Jasmine Crockett, if you don't know who she is, Hakeem Jeffries, if you don't know who he is, AOC, if you don't know who she is, where are they on real issues, not complaints? And what have they done for you lately? I said Donald Trump is being productive. Donald Trump is working. What have they done for you lately? What have the Democrats passed? It's only a bill, Hakeem. Can you pass a bill? It's only a bill. Jasmine Crockett, can you pass a bill? Because that's your only fucking job. It wouldn't be so bad if it wasn't your only fucking job. Your job, Jasmine Crockett, Hakeem Jeffries, is not to fucking bitch, moan, and complain. What we say on the YouTube, SBE, shame, blame, and explain. That's not your job, Jasmine Crockett. Actually, as a congresswoman, you're supposed to be creating legislation. Does anybody know that, Democrats? That's not actually the Democrats' job. You're supposed to be creating your own fucking committee. You know what Jasmine Crockett do on committee? Argue, create viral moments. But what have they done? I've said Trump has been highly productive in this first 100 days. Executive order, Doge, how many cuts? How much money has Doge? So when they talk about, man, come on, man. When they talk about the tax breaks, you know what they leave out? They leave out how much money Doge saved. How many people were receiving small business loans? that should not have? How many people on Social Security that should not have? Okay, how many people on Medicaid that shouldn't be on Medicaid? How many people on Medicare that shouldn't be on Medicare? So they don't tell you the entire truth. And again, I will remind you that this is only the first. We did the math. This is only the first 100 days. In this entire term, Trump has 1,400 days, 365 four times, 1,400 days. Imagine and pray that he is this productive the entire time. Imagine and pray that he is this productive the entire time. Let's see what I can find here. Let's see what I can find here. Kid Cudi at the top. Kid Cudi at the top. Big, beautiful bill in the Senate. Now, everybody worry. I don't know. It won't be this bill won't be as it stands when it comes out the Senate because of the majorities in the Senate. But I do think it will pass in the Senate. And it's because of what I said in the beginning, that we all know that we've had fraud, and we all know that we've had fat in Medicaid and Medicare going back to the inception of the Obamacare. And that was one of the discussions. And Obamacare is part of Obamacare. We're supposed to deal with the fat and the fraud. And the fraud in the college system. What we talked about, and it's funny, after I did my show on the Harvard endowment, the financial people start talking about the Harvard endowment, and it's being the biggest. Tucker Carlson. It came on Tucker Carlson. I did my show on Trump cutting $2 billion to Harvard. And in my investigation, I ran into Yale and other PWIs and the billions yearly that they receive. And I said to myself, and I found out that Harvard was a corporation, Yale was a corporation, that they make money similar to Kaiser and Goodwill. Even though they're nonprofit, they have these tax-free shelter and status. They make a lot of money privately because they also have a private arm. So Harvard is a corporation with the school, Yale is a corporation with the school, but there's also Harvard, the investment with the endowment, and there's also Harvard Real Estate, there's also Yale with the endowment, and there's also Yale Real Estate. And when I did my research, I found out that Yale, number one, Harvard operates in a surplus. Harvard, at the end of their budget year, in 2023, had over $300,000 to the good. In 2024, they had like $78,000. Harvard operates at a surplus. Why do they need American taxpayer dollars in the number of billions of dollars, right? Harvard operates, when they tell you he's cutting colleges, fuck Harvard, fuck Yale, fuck all them PWIs with billions of dollars legacy and all this bullshit. They still haven't explained to us why you need that $2 billion. Is Harvard hurting? Is Harvard missing the money that Trump said? I haven't seen no more news. Harvard's still going about that Harvard don't give a fuck. 10% return on that Harvard endowment. Remember what my financial all-star came in the chat? He said 10% is astronomical. Nothing is getting a 10% return. Well, Harvard has one of the biggest in that $54 billion investment and 10% return. Why the fuck do they need American money? Why the fuck they need taxpayer money? So here it is in the big, beautiful bill. We give them a big fuck you. How can you be mad at Trump? He's doing it for you. He's saying fuck you to Harvard. How could you be mad at Trump for saying all of the ways you were being screwed? When I play this video, all they want to tell you, hey, if you're under 20%, you're getting screwed. But what about the way the Department of Education was screwing me? What about the way that Harvard was screwing me? Huh? The Department of Education was taking all my money. The Department of Education was doing Title IX. And when my son went to college, American heterosexual male children have not felt comfortable in college. Do we want college educated American men or not? American men had left the church because of this feminism shit. American men have not felt comfortable in church, and American men, black and white, have not felt comfortable on college campuses because of the liberal LGBTQ feminist agenda. Black boys, white boys don't feel comfortable don't feel protected, don't feel like they're wanted on college campuses. They are called the enemy by their feminist professors. They are called toxic by their feminist professors, their feminist female classmates. And color doesn't matter. Race doesn't matter. If you're male and heterosexual and you were on the college campus during the last administration, you were the enemy. So how do we make American boys feel comfortable, not only comfortable, but want to go to college again? They don't even want to go to college and be called toxic. They don't want to be the enemy. How do we get American boys, heterosexual boys, to want to go to college again? See, the Democrats not going to have this talk. The numbers are there. The Democrats and the liberals not going to talk about this. The numbers are there. Young boys, they want to go into gangs and do negative things. How do we get our heterosexual boys interested in college again? Is that something that we want? Because when we want young women to go to college, we create policy and agenda and culture to support that behavior. Do y'all hear me? You see where when we want young women, what do they say? Black women are the most that was not by accident, that was by design. So I'm asking you, do we want young American boys, black and white, to not only go to college, but want to go to college, feel comfortable and have a desire to be college educated? Because they don't. They've been pushed out. Because see, when they got to college and they were excited, they were called toxic. They were called toxic. Your son and my son, they were excited to do well in life and be great American men, find a wife. But when they got to college, their professor, they 18, they 19, they impressionable little boys. Their leaders told them that being a man is toxic. How do we get them to feel comfortable again? Let me show you something. Let me show you something. Fire Marshal Bill. Let me show you something. I want to show you something. Now, remember they said they didn't know what was in the bill, but they already got these charts. I did my show 2 days ago on the bill passing committee, and I told you it was necessary that the bill passed the House. Democrats lost today. Do you guys understand? Democrats lost. Jasmine Crockett, Hakeem Jeffries, they lost. You need to be on the phone. If you don't like the bill and you're a Democrat, you lost. While Jasmine Crockett was having beautiful makeup and beautiful hair, you lost. Do you understand that? While you yelling at Trump, you lost. I don't think people understand what happened this morning. You can't go back to the Congress. It's in the Senate now. Jasmine Crockett don't get another hit at the bat. Do you understand that? She lost. What was she doing? What was Hakeem Jeffries doing? The bill passed. Your one job. All right, let's take a look at the bill. Remember, tax is on tips. Let's take a look at the bill.
He's got charts on the potential impact of this huge legislation. Steve, good morning. So let's talk about the deficit and what this House bill, if it does make its way through, if the Senate, which has said it's not going to vote, many Republicans for this, it's just too big. But if it does go through, what would it do to the deficit?
Yeah, as you can imagine, given what Ali just went through and all the lists of things that they're doing, the impact on the deficit is pretty significant. Let's just put some numbers on some of the cuts first. The extension of the personal income tax reductions that were made during the 2017 bill and are set to expire at the end of this year, 2.2 trillion.
All right, first thing first. That's one of my shorts. I said that the tax cuts that Trump brought in 2017 are set to expire if we don't vote for this bill. That's number one. That's what I said 3 days ago. I have it clipped up for you on my channel in the short. The very top item, and may I add, the largest item right here. This very top item and the largest item, these are tax cuts put in place by Donald Trump in 2017 that Joe Biden kept in place. No, that's the number one line item and the biggest line item. Tax cuts that Donald Trump instituted in 2017 that must have been positive because Joe Biden kept them in place are set to expire. That's number one line item and the largest line item.
$1 trillion over 10 years, raising the standard deduction, 1.3 trillion, the child tax credit, 800 billion. And then you get into Trump's campaign promises, no tax on overtime, car loans, interest, and tip.
Oh, don't go so fast. Don't go so fast. Don't go too fast. Trump campaign promises, no tax on overtime, car loan, interest, and tips. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Just win, baby. Oh, sock it to me. No tax on overtime, car loan, interest, and tips. Increase the child tax credit, $797. Whoa, baby. Increase the standard deduction, $1,300. Whoa, baby. Tax cut extension, $2,200. Whoa, baby. You don't want that? You don't want that? You don't want that? Huh? Let's get back to it. Let me go back a little bit. Let me go back. I'm going to go back a little. He tried to go fast over there.
And this year, $2.2 trillion over 10 years, raising the standard deduction, 1.3 trillion, the child tax credit, 800 billion. And then you get into Trump's campaign promises, no tax on overtime, car loans, interest, and tips, 200 billion, increasing defense spending. This is his attempt to take Social Security taxes away from seniors so they don't have to pay them by giving them a special deduction. And then,
so remember, he made a campaign promise about Social Security deduction for seniors. So he offsets that with a senior bonus deduction.
Then you get into the cuts, the student loan changes, the climate funds, and Medicaid, $700 billion of Medicaid cuts. So what does that do to the deficit?
Come on, y'all. One big, now you know why it's called the one big beautiful bill. Now you know why it's called the one big, we talked about it. We talked about no taxes on tips, interest, oh man. Child tax credit for single moms. Come on, man. How many times have I said on this channel? If you say in my shorts right now, I'm gonna go to my channel right now. If you say Trump, people stop thinking. People stop. How could a single mother hear what I said? Single mothers got children going to college. It benefits you so much. So much of this benefits you. Because single mothers got to work. Single parents got to work. If you're a working single parent in America, this bill was designed for families, man. This bill is designed for families, man. People just think simply because it's Trump, it's bad. Look at this. Look at this is my short. That's me. That's my short. And it says, because Orange Man bad. Because Orange Man bad. This is what the person said. I know you aren't on here advocating for any bill Trump put forth. Tell me this. Now, I know this person doesn't know what's in the bill. I know they don't know what's in the bill. All they know is that Trump put it forth. I know you're not advocating for any bill. It's not a Trump bill. Remember, Trump is a billionaire. He's the president. And then thank you to Carissa Weedman, 5869, for your intelligent comment. Yes, because don't be happy about anything good he brings to our country simply because you don't like him. Get the fuck out of here. Right? And then Orlando says, because Orange Man bad. That was the greatest comment. Because Orange Man bad. Orange Man is bad. So we don't want anything that the Orange Man, you don't want free tips. You don't want the tax-free tips. You don't want the cuts. You don't want him to stop giving away money to Harvard. You don't want him to stop giving away money to dead people at the SBA, to dead people on Social Security. You don't want none of those things because he's orange, because it's white versus black. Do you know who said that? I haven't heard Trump do white versus black yet. Why aren't the Republicans playing white versus black? Why only the Democrats do that? I didn't see nothing in those tax cuts that said it's only for white people. For everybody that says Trump is racist, I did not see nothing in the tax cuts that said only white people get the child income tax credit. Only white people get tax-free tips. Because for a logical thinking person, that's what it would have to say. For you to be right about your vitriol against Trump, it would have to say, I'm sorry, but only white waitresses is going to get tax-free. Oh, shit. Only white waitresses. That's what it's going to say. Only white waitresses can get the tax-free tips, right? You know who would be happy about that? You know who would be happy about Tiger Woods? Hi, this is Tiger. Hi, this is Tiger. I just called to tell you that I had dinner with Trump and he gonna get you tax breaks on your tips. Can I get some more of that waitress pussy? Can I get some more of that white waitress pussy? That wet white waitress pussy? Hi, this is Tiger. Hi, this is Tiger. I just had lunch with Trump at Mar-a-Lago. We played 3 rounds of golf. And I said, you know, you can't be taxing my bitches like that. Trump, you can't be taxing my bitches like that, Trump. You know, I be fucking these waitress hoes, Trump. So you can't be taxing my bitches like that. So I need Natalie and Susan to get all their tips. I'm about to call a bitch right now. Hold on, Trump. Let me call the bitch right now. Ba-da-da-da-ding, ba-da-da-da-ding. Oh, it's going to voicemail. Hold on, I'm going to leave a message. Tiger's a billionaire. Tiger's a billionaire. Hold on, Trump. It's going to voicemail. I'm going to leave a message. Hi, this is Tiger. The nigga said, hi, this is Tiger. To a waitress. That must have been some good pussy, boy. Who knew waitresses had pussy like that? Is it Waffle House? Tell me in the chat. Who got the best pussy? Is it Waffle House? Is it Applebee's? Is it Buffalo Wild Wing, bitches? You don't want no Buffalo Wild Wing, bitch. You don't want none of that Buffalo Wild Wing pussy. I'm gonna tell you that right now, boy. You do not want that Buffalo Wild Wing pussy. So tell me, man. Oh shit, man. I'm telling you. Hi, this is Tiger. Hi, I just wanted to let you know that Trump. I've been having lunch with Trump, and we got your tips. Yeah, your tips gonna be tax free. You can thank Tiger Woods and Donald Trump. Next time I come to the Waffle House, you better have it hot and ready. Next time I come to the Waffle House, you better have it hot and ready. Shout out to Tiger Woods, man. Tiger Woods and Trump, man. Tiger Woods and Trump is looking out for the waitresses, man. You know Trump be going to McDonald's, man. Trump must have got him some McDonald's pussy one night. It was like, you know what? You need to be able to keep all your tips. You do a good job, girl. You do such a good job. I'm gonna take care of you, bro. I'm gonna take care of you. You get to keep all them tips. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you get to keep all them tips, baby. You get to keep them all. This tip, you get to keep this. This tip. This tip. Hit the cat, hit the dog, hit the super chat. You get to keep this tip. You get to keep this tip and that tip. I got 2 tips for you. Hi, this is Tiger. Hi, this is Tiger. I just wanted to let you know, you get to have both tips. You go, I'm gonna want to give you this tip and I'm gonna give you that tip. And Trump said, no taxes. Hey, check this out. No taxes on both. The tip of the stick and the tip of the dick. No taxes. Hey, you gotta pay taxes on this though. Oh, that's funny. That's funny. That's funny. That's funny. Y'all want to listen? I want to. Let's just take a. Y'all want to take a sidebar? Let's take a sidebar. Let's take a sidebar. It's not necessary, but just for the hell of it. Let's take a sidebar. Let's take a fucking sidebar. Let's take a sidebar. Oh, let's take a fucking sidebar. Y'all want to take a sidebar? We're going to take a sidebar. I know y'all.
Tiger. I need you to do me a huge favor. Please, you gotta do this for me. Can you take your name off your phone? My wife answered my phone and maybe call you. Take your name off your phone. You gotta do this for me. Just to have it as a number. Your whole body's moving and your senses are more heightened. Everything seems to flow better. Again and again and again. I enjoy that. It's a great feeling. I'm addicted. Can you take your name off your phone? My wife answered my phone and maybe call you. Take your name off your phone. You gotta do this for me. Just to have it as a number. Take your name off your phone. My wife answered my phone.
I didn't know they remixed it. I didn't even know they remixed it. I didn't even know they remixed it. Let's get another one. Name off your phone. Tiger Woods voicemail. All right, check it out.
Tiger, I need you to do me a huge favor.
Listen here.
Can you please take your name off your phone? My wife went through my phone and maybe call you. So if you can't, please take your name off that. And what do you call it? Just have it as a number on the voicemail. Just have it as your telephone number. Okay, you gotta do this for me. Huge, quickly. All right, bye.
Wow. Wow. I don't even care if the guy's a prick or if he's a nice guy. This just sucks, dude.
He's you know, especially when he started out, young guy, wants a little pussy, goes and gets some. Problem is, married.
Oh shit! Tiger Woods. Oh, call a bitch back, Tiger. Call her back and say she ain't got to pay taxes on her tips though. Call her back and tell her she ain't got to pay taxes on her tips though, boy. Oh man. Oh man, Tiger. Hi, this is Tiger. Hello, this is Tiger. Hilarious. Fucking hilarious. Oh man. We got one. Let's see. Y'all want to see a little bit of this Kid Cudi shit? Let's see a little bit of this Kid Cudi shit. So basically what Kid Cudi said, Diddy was violent toward Cassie, but not sexually violent. So again, domestic violence, no proof of the SA. That's the long and the short of it. There was no proof. But they saying that he burnt up the car. Let's take a look at this. This is from TMZ on X. So it says government exhibits show photos of Kid Cudi Porsche after it was torched with a Motley cocktail. This comes as Cudi testified about Diddy's supervillain behavior. So again, how do they know that Diddy did this? There's no fingerprints on the Molotov cocktail. I mean, it's true the car got blown up, but how do we know he didn't do no Jussie Smollett? If you look at Kid Cudi, he looks suspect. Kid Cudi, for all I know, blew up his own car. So I don't care if Kid Cudi come on here and tell me the car got blown up. Where is the proof? Like, it's so alarming the way they doing this trial. Okay, Kid Cudi said Diddy. So you can say anybody blew up your car. Where's the proof that Diddy blew up the car? Or who was the person that he paid? Where's the fingerprints? Because you saying it's a RICO, but they ain't proved that. So his car got blown up. So what if Kid Cudi, who ain't had a hit in 1,000 years, what if Kid Cudi blew up his own car just to be on TV? Kid Cudi could have blew up his own car just to be on TV. We don't know that. Prove to me he blew up the car. They ain't proved to me he blew up the car. Kid Cudi, Cassie, and Diddy was in a love triangle. Going back to my initial, where are the real stomped down bitches at? That's gonna say how many niggas was Cassie fucking at the same time? Why you think her husband was about to leave out the courtroom? Because Diddy hired the husband as a trainer. The husband was fucking her as a trainer. See, the husband thought he won. The husband thought he got Cassie from Diddy. So the husband knew he was fucking her at the same time Diddy was, right? Let's establish that. The husband knew he was having sex with Cassie at the same time as Diddy because Diddy hired the husband who was the trainer who was getting paid by Diddy. Now think about what he did. He can't be mad because he's a weasel. You slept with the guy who's paying you. You slept with his girl. And then you married her and put a baby in her. You a clown. You a clown all the way around. You a clown all the way around. So he's fucking Cassie. Diddy's fucking Cassie. Cudi's fucking Cassie. Sex workers are fucking Cassie. How many people is Cassie fucking at the same time? And the reason I put this forth is not because I want to count her body. Oh, you don't know my body. Oh, you don't know my body. I'm not trying to count Cassie's bodies. I'm just saying when we talk about coercion and abuse, my argument is, it's just my argument, in my opinion. If I'm the lawyer, this is my argument. How can I coerce or abuse someone who's on her own volition having sex with umpteen men, at least 6 or 7 men at the same time? Cassie has a rotation of men, and now we're finding out that she had burner phones. When I said this to you before, one of the things somebody could have challenged me on is, hey, how was Cassie doing that? If you allege that Cassie was having sex with all these men at the same time, how was she doing that? She had a burner phone. She had multiple burner phones, and she was violent. Now come to find out, Cassie had a ring of men. She was running this ring of men via multiple burner phones, and when men did not fall in line, she would threaten them with violence. It sounds like Cassie is the person who should be getting charged with the RICO, because I don't hear about burner phones from Diddy. Do you hear about burner phones from Diddy? Do you have a voicemail of Diddy with the same violence? Do you understand what I'm saying? And it doesn't measure up. You have Cassie with burner phones. Cassie having sex. Diddy is cuckold. All I've heard from this is Diddy is cuck. Diddy is cuckold. He ran and hid in another room while she put another man's finishing on him. That's a cuck. Cassie is having sex with multiple men. She has relationships with these men outside of her sexual relationship with Diddy. She's admitted to that. She's violently threatened these men outside of her relationship with Diddy. She deals with these men on burner phones outside of her relationship with Diddy. This is not a woman who is being coerced. This is not a woman who's being SA'd. This is what we call in the hood a queen pin. And I told you she monkey branched up higher and higher every time. She monkey branched. She went from Ryan Leslie, who was twice her age. When everybody says that Cassie got taken advantage of, she was with a 40-year-old man when Diddy met her. And she fucked Diddy knowing Diddy was married to Kim with children. And then even in testimony, Cassie was jealous of Kim. Cassie didn't come in innocent. She didn't come in a goody two-shoes. She came in as a home wrecker. Kim said that in her book, in her memoirs, Kim's friends. Cassie was this young, fast bitch in a home wrecker. What you doing? About to end it right now. And then here's the guy they want you to feel sorry for. Oh, nothing. Here's the guy they want you to feel sorry for. Let's make a big picture. This is the guy they want you to feel sorry for today. This is today's victim, everybody. Don't focus on the big, beautiful bill. Don't focus on tax cuts. Don't focus on your Democratic Congress people failing you. Because most of the people who like Kid Cudi in that dress are Democrat liberals. Don't focus on your Democrats failing you. Don't focus on Jasmine Crockett failing you. Don't focus on Hakeem Jeffries failing. Don't focus on AOC failing you. Don't focus on that. We have a new focus for you. A new victim. It's crazy, right? If you work hard every day, that child tax credit is important. If you work at Denny's, that tips. If you work in Atlanta at the strip club, that's our culture, right? She don't want to strip no more. Don't want to hit that pole. Hit my old folk. I get it in and go. I lick the spoon. I scrape the ball. School, scrape the ball. School, scrape the ball. She don't want to strip no more. Don't want to hit that ball. How many strippers is Republican conservative? I tell you, Donald Trump love the hoes. Donald Trump love the hoes. Y'all gonna wake up one day. Y'all gonna wake up one day. Donald Trump is not afraid to pay. Donald Trump is proud to pay. Donald Trump is proud to pay. He told the bitch, you get to keep all your tips. You should keep all of that. You get to keep this tip and that tip. You don't want to strip no more. Don't want to hit that pole. All right, y'all. Salute.